for every creep the enemy has killed. So
Yeah.
Ursa will be taking a mega shit ton of damage late game if it gets to that point.
If it's really long, drawn-out fights where you need to be able to really stand your ground and keep kiting and fighting for a long time, you might consider that build. If it's a game where it's leaning more in a burst-heavy direction, you're probably more likely to do a quote-unquote standard build. And I feel like that's the type of game this is, right?
Top lane, first blooded. Boy, oh boy. That was not a great look. Boom.
Just say
Getting close to level 5.
Well.
We're going to see the gank attempt from Supreme coming from the south. Chaos Bolt to start things out onto Boom. Gets off the hoof stomp, though, and the double edge might be enough to take out Ulnit, but no. It's still on cooldown, and now he tries to run away, as the right clicks will be enough from Supreme to eventually bring him down. But Ulnit does get taken out by Puppey on that Bat Rider. Now Supreme and Bengen trying to run away with a Searing Chain, Sleight of Fist combo from Cordon. Puppey's going to die, but it's going to be out of the trade of the Vengeful Spirit. And Supreme, he still has mana. Should be fine. And indeed he is.
The big question mark that we had for MOUZ Sports was how was this bottom lane going to go? And it went pretty badly as expected, right? Like the Ursa...
Another Searing Chain. Cordon's actually stuck around. This would be huge to be able to get more kills here. Bengen, Stomp comes out from Boom. Narman gets off his disruption. The Venge was eventually hounded down. And with all these members of Secret...
Yeah, that's 3 dead.
Ulnit make it 3 now. And Secret can just turn this into a tier 1.
It's food either way, okay?
Crystallis will be spotted. Electric Vortex wall is there. Crystallis is going to get off his ult, and now TP support from Shishik on the Rubik. Gets off the telekinesis. Nice stun onto 2. He's going to get hounded down, but Supreme gets Searing Chains. Cordon has been all over the place. Supreme trying to get away out of mana. Sleight of Fist brings him to his knees. Bengen will actually tick out and was using the TP as well. So he's opting for the Orchid first up.
Yep.
And Cordon is going for the Mage Slayers. Bottom lane, okay, well, the wall was used, but Force is the one that dies in the end.
And they're just defaulting to hitting creeps and kind of getting controlled. And there's the next kill, Ulnit.
Yep.
And there's Bengen trying to help. He's dead too.
He tried. I mean, level 1 Venge swap is just brutal, you know?
They got another Orchid. So now Puppey's Lotus is even better.
Yeah. Bengen will be lassoed into death. 8K lead for Secret. They're getting everything that they want.
I think if Secret's
and Crystallis. This could be a potential cool turnaround here for MOUZ. A little bit of cockiness from Crystallis.
He has Aegis.
Has the Aegis for 17. Oh, hoof stomp. Huge coming out from Boom along with the Stampede. They're going to lose the Aegis, but they're in a horrible spot right now. Cordon, relatively low HP and mana, has to Remnant away. Gets the Yules off, but now he's surrounded. The Remnant should be able to finish them off. Indeed, it does. Buyback from the Vengeful Spirit. And Crystallis getting pretty low now, but they have enough damage to delete Supreme from the map, but they lose Crystallis in the process. Boom now has to back away. It was probably the magic missile that ended up finishing him off, Cinderant. Just a lot of damage there.
Secret are like, if you guys aren't going to bring the fight to us, we'll bring it so deep into your territory that you have to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that... I mean, I understand feeling yourself and all that, but that was a little bit too crazy from Crystallis. And does get punished as it should. Well, might end up losing Puppey here too, unless he's kind of tanky.
Gonna get vacuumed in. He's pretty damn low. Another double edge, but he just gets killed. Puppey on the run.
The easier kill.
Magic missile. Puppey trying to use the high ground to his advantage. Demonic Purge.
He's dead now. 5th stack.
5 stacks. Should be donezo.
Pop, pop.
All right, so MOUZ showing some signs of life. So nothing of value was found from MOUZ in that.
Cordon has Arcane. This is... Oh, he's in there.
Yeah, Bengen gets the Searing Chains. Narman gets deleted by Crystallis. So both supports quickly taken care of. Another Searing Chains comes out. Yeah, that Arcane Rune really coming at a good time. Hoof Stomp's going to miss from Boom, but regardless. It's close to a BKB, though. So yeah, dodging death. There's a couple supports that almost died there for MOUZ as well, but can they turn this around? Oh boy, that is a lot of damage. The CK almost dead right off the bat. Gets swapped to safety, but the vacuum back into the wall. Narman is surely dead as Cordon is trying to chase Ulnit. There's the Euls on the correct target, and they'll finally get the CK. So a 2 for Nada. It's like I never left.
Gonna connect. All right, yeah. I feel like there's no difference really. MOUZ are congregating as 3 heroes, and they're in
spotted.
trouble.
Vacuum is there. The telekinesis onto the Storm Spirit. The bash to follow. Down goes Supreme. No swap to come from Mr. Bengen. 2 for nothing. And now Cordon onto the high ground. Searing Chains actually was successful, but Limmercape keeps them safe for the time being. At that time being, doesn't last a whole. I will not lend thee a penny. The response being, why then the world's mine oyster, which I with sword will open. Yes. As we see a bash onto the Darkseer. Gets off the Greaves, the wall as well, but nothing will keep you safe from this bear. I don't know what they can do at this point, Cinderin. It is not looking good. Battle Fury BKB and 2,000 gold to boot. Oh, telekinesis into Hoofstomp. Not the greatest layering, but he stole Magic Missile. Is it still level? Oh, it's a level 2 swap. He wasn't even near. And now the supports will be dying in their own base. The most shameful way to go. Nice swap. Will it be enough, though? Gleipnir onto 3 heroes into the vacuum. That's on the other team, Cinderin. And the Euls on south. They're just dying next to their fountain. This is ugly. CK left all alone. And that's a full team wipe.
I mean, they just look I mean, I can't see the looks on their faces right now, but it should be defeated. They are getting absolutely schooled. It's over, man. This was not even remotely close.
It was not.
For some context, Navi Jr. put up a much better fight against Tundra, who are probably one of the 2 favorites to win the whole thing.
Maybe? Well, if
sure.
SF goes for the magic build, can you even fit Silver Edge or anything like that into that build? One more to go. Boom! Right onto Puppey. No mana to speak of.
That's a spare.
That's what it needs, is an announcer attached to it.
This was bound to happen.
Yeah, eventually comes down and finishes off the last strike. I mean, a long time coming, like you said.
Pressure onto Ulnit. Big damage here, actually.
Boy.
Oh my goodness.
Rebound in. Ulnit in a bit of trouble, but gonna try to turn this around now. 4 stacks of sticky goo all over Shishak's face. Another goo to come. Ulnit's taking a lot of damage, but he does get the kill first onto the Marcy, and now trying to turn this around. The boom, they get it. Man, just living on the edge.
If anybody gets the mid tower in the Lesh matchup, it's generally Lesh. And he lost his...
top lane, kinetic field with the cogs on top. Looks like Force is going to go down first, and Narman will follow suit. So a good rotation here from top for Secret. Force left all alone. They just need to spot him, and they do.
He did.
Glimpse into the kinetic field, and Chrysalis will likely be given the kill. Indeed, that is the case. Oh,
they will, however, steal this unless... Nice.
He will not.
Very good.
And Shishak will pay the ultimate price as Ulnit will get the kill. We should mention that MOUZ did get the good 50-50 on the shard for IO, so spell lifesteal being applied to
that's
Lashrak.
nice.
That's pretty freaking good. Force looks like he wants to die. Cordon gets off his ultimate in the shadows. They'll get the first life and the second. He will be granted. Oh, well, eventually gets off the swap. Actually gets a magic missile as well. Might set up a kill onto Marcy. Indeed it does. So it's a 1-for-1, but that's an offlane Venge. There's a nice split earth onto 2. Supreme is spotted though, and Boom comes out with his black hole. Instantly canceled, but now there's a static storm right on top. The Lesh will live thanks to the IO relocating. And Chrysalis going ham inside the cogs will bring Narman out of the game, but we'll actually have to pop his ult, and now Supreme, he's getting bounced left, right, and center, but Supreme is taking so much damage, almost dies, but first, Chrysalis will fall. And just like that, it's a 2 versus 2. BKB, that's a big timing though for Boom. Of course, still can get his black hole canceled as Puppey is taking the brunt of the damage. He gets off the static storm. Oh my god, the Requiem goes off doing a ton of damage. They get the Aegis. Venge is dead as well, but it's the second life. They'll get that easily in addition. And now Supreme getting bounced left, right, and center. Outside in the middle of nowhere. He's dead. 3 kills for Secret. It only cost them 1 buyback onto a Puppey Disruptor. Triple kill for Koran, and now Olnet on the run. And it feels like he's going to pop the BKB and try to fight this out. He's doing a lot of damage. Look at him chunking down that Enigma. But that might be all she wrote for this Bristleback. And indeed, that is the case. So a beautiful defense from Secret. Some more action. Vengeful Spirit getting gone on by Chrysalis. Has to pop his BKB as well.
Yeah.
And get swapped. But still on the high ground where more members of Secret are waiting. And this is just getting out of control. Secret getting everything that they want. Yeah.
And
which Lincoln's doesn't do anything against.
It's still enough for Shadow Fiend to land his Requiem.
Narman. He is getting swapped, actually. Is that enough to save his life? It is, but is it enough to save Venge? That's life number 1. Swap is used. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend disrupted during that ult. Gets off the Requiem eventually. Gonna heal him up to a good amount. But they will get the melee. And try to back away, I would think. Shishak barely survives the onslaught. Nice kinetic field. Keeping MOUZ at bay. Puppey will get swapped. So the 2 supports will die for Secret, but...
Kinda good, but I don't... Oh boy. That was not the target. Oh my goodness.
Those Alpha Wolves just got shit on. But the swap comes out from Force to save Narman from the embarrassment. Shishak pops his ult. And the BKB might have to back away. The Requiem's coming from Cordon. He gets it off. Not doing a ton of damage, though, as Supreme was already BKB'd. Chrysalis getting kited. The swap comes out. Beautiful black hole on top of a Disruptor ult. Down goes the Clockwork, and Venge will die twice. Does have the buyback, though, as Supreme getting brought back. And Bengen just gets 2-shot, and it looks like Supreme will follow suit. Ultra kill for Crystallis. Just from these poking tactics of Secret.
Yeah, Secret happy to sit here and poke for a while as their mid-wave is pushing. Eventually they find an opening.
They're going to find Clockwork, but there is the swap. But the focus is now on the Leshrac. Do they have the save? No, the Requiem just destroys him. Venge dies twice again, and the fight's just over. I mean, I understand that that's just the item you buy, but the second life hasn't provided too much value as of yet. As the second Rax is dead, Leshrac in a lot of trouble. There's the Static Storm. Nice. Black Hole will be there. The Clockwork hookshot. What did that hit?
What did he hit?
I have literally no idea. Did they hit an Eidolon? That Eidolon right there? Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, heads up play by Boom. If he blocked it with an Eidolon, it looked like it was hitting him, but...
Yeah, that was strange. As Olnet will just die. We'll have to buy back into the game as the Requiem being placed in the fountain.
Well, I want to see. I want to see it first. Yeah.
Okay.
Good heals.
Full combo. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Swap coming out. It's going to cost Venge her first life. Static Storm still keeping her in place. There's the black hole from Boom. It's only onto the Leshrac, who's still hooked up by the IO, but it's just too much damage. Bloodstone pop, but to no avail. Olnet, whatever the hell his name, Yulinit. Yep, that guy. Doing some good right-click damage. Holy shit, so he's really packing a punch, but Chrysalis is there with his Scotty, mitigating a lot. And that'll be 3 dead again as GG's come out. And Secret will take this series 2-0.
Yeah. Some nice...
And MOUZ will go to the lower bracket.
Some nice individual performances this game from multiple players, I think. I think this was a great game from Corden. I also think it was a great game from Olnet on the Bristle. I think he did what he could.